In the beginning of my practice, when we started doing lighting master plans in 2013, there wasn't a full-on comprehensive Philippine lighting standard yet.
Yeah.
So I looked to IASNA, I looked to BSEN, and we applied all of those norms into our projects. But, we thought it would be all okay. But when we completed the projects, our clients found it a bit too dim or dark, not too happy or lively as they would like it. So we've had to tweak a bit. We've had to combine what we learned from the international standards to what locally is accepted. We had mock-ups of street lighting, and they really do prefer the higher light levels. And it's just interesting to see, right? Because there's no cookie-cutter solution for everything.
My name is Martin Klaasen, and welcome to the virtual lighting design community. We're currently on tour in Guangzhou, where we're attending the Guangzhou International Lighting Exhibition, and we just completed our event this morning, East meets West, on the topic of light for health and well-being. My guest is one of the speakers, Jinkie De Jesus. Welcome.
Thank you, Martin.
Jinkie, for those who don't know you, you've been around for a while, but maybe good to give it a background. So where you're from, what do you do in your daily life?
Yeah, absolutely. So I am Jinkie De Jesus. I am from the Philippines. So I've been practicing lighting design for, I think, a total of 16 years now. But I built my own studio in the Philippines in 2010, which is Lightplan Inc.
Right.
And it's a fully Philippine-founded lighting design firm. So we work on a lot of projects in the Philippines, from airports to hotels, casinos, what have you, name it.
You
I
name
guess.
it, you do it.
Yeah, maybe a cemetery, we haven't yet, but it's definitely on the list.
Yeah.
So yeah, basically we do lighting design consultancy, and very happy to be here in Guangzhou with you today.
So is this the first time you're in Guangzhou, I believe?
Well, in Guangzhou city itself, no. I've been here for business before, but for the fair, it's my first time.
All right.
Yeah.
I believe you have been to Light and Build in Frankfurt, since our main theme was East meets West. Do you see any similarities or differences between the way the Frankfurt fair is being done and the way we see it here?
Well, I think the weather is different. Definitely,
that's for sure.
Obviously.
Has nothing to do with the fair, but yes.
But in terms of the organization, I think it's pretty much the same. It's my first time to be a speaker also. And I would say that this event was well organized. Scarlett told me that they had 3 months to put together everything. So I said, crazy, wow.
Yeah.
So I think with 3 months of preparation and the level of how the conference was done this morning, so I think it's very well organized, and I'm still looking forward to exploring the fairgrounds after our talk. Yeah.
Perfect. Now, you did a presentation about the way things are being done in the Philippines. You talk about standards, bright or not bright. Tell us a little about it.
Oh, yeah. So in the beginning of my practice, when we started doing lighting master plans in 2013, there wasn't a full-on comprehensive Philippine lighting standard yet.
Yeah.
So I looked to IASNA, I looked to BSEN, and we applied all of those norms into our projects. But, we thought it would be all okay. But when we completed the projects, our clients found it a bit too dim or dark, not too happy or lively as they would like it. So we've had to tweak a bit. We've had to combine what we learned from the international standards to what locally is accepted. We had mock-ups of street lighting, and they really do prefer the higher light levels. And it's just interesting to see, right? Because there's no cookie-cutter solution for everything.
No, it's interesting that you mentioned that, because I remember an early job I did way back in Pakistan a long time ago. Where
you mentioned that you had the same issue.
Yeah,
right?
it's like they were used to 50 lux in an office, right? Really bad lighting levels.
50?
yeah, literally hardly any light at all, right?
Okay,
And
interesting.
the international standards at the time were like 500 lux
Yeah.
or something. So you design, you go at 500 lux, and like, whoa, where are you coming with? Right? 200 would have been already a huge improvement. So sometimes it's that you need to maybe step it up a little bit and find that balance.
Yeah. Understanding also, I think, a lot about the culture,
Yeah.
the climate, the environment, the security or peace and order in the country.
Yeah.
That's why primarily in the Philippines, we like bright public lighting. I think it's because of that, the safety and security. People don't feel threatened to go out and walk at night.
Yeah. Was there anything that stood out from all the week? We had quite a number of speakers and a panel discussion. Was there any topic or subject that you said, oh, that really rang a bell with me? It's something I would like to, I don't know, pick up or do myself also?
Yeah, actually a lot of, well, most of the presentations, if not all had very interesting points for me to skim through it. Kevin had discussed about the melanopic lux, and I think that's a topic that we're just scratching the surface, and it's something that we can really explore for our projects in the future. And with the WELL certification now, that it's also starting in the Philippines. It's a requirement for a lot of office buildings, so I want to look more into that. And then light pollution presentation also by Fanny was interesting to see that I could really relate to it because it happens. I see it a lot.
It was courageous to share that sort of experience.
Exactly, right? She
Yeah.
pointed out exactly what was bad about the whole thing.
Yeah.
But I would see all these bad examples in Manila of bad glaring facade lighting, and so that was interesting. And of course, Yali's also presentation about biophilic lighting and how Singapore has really branded themselves as this garden city, and to be a lighting designer in Singapore and light up those garden places, it's exciting.
Yeah.
So yeah, those are the ones that I guess I remember for now.
Now, I'm here on behalf of the virtual lighting design community. It's a very young global community in which we're trying to share knowledge from all over the world through our platform. We love to have feedback on what people think and how we can improve. So it would be great to have a bit of a feedback on what you think about what virtual lighting design community means for the community, for the lighting industry, and what we should be looking at moving forward.
Okay, yeah. So I really like the platform because first, you don't need any specific credentials or submissions, heavy crazy submissions to be part of the community. But you can see that the community has really credible professionals that are contributing, teaching in VLDC. So I like the inclusiveness of the whole platform, and I think it's great what you guys are doing. And then the content also that I've browsed so far, I'm looking forward to watching them. So I think it's something that can definitely be big. Oh, I'm not sure if bigger is the right word, but you have to think and develop how you can develop it further, because I like the idea that it's an open platform for everyone. But actually getting people to get invested and involved in it, then
takes a lot of time.
I think we have to give motivation or.
Well, I think that's why we're also having this kind of event, because we were born out of the pandemic, so it was really virtual for a couple of years. Now we're starting to have events, so we're having this morning's event, which is being recorded. We'll edit it and we'll put it on the website. Our interviews will be on the website. So by having live events like this where we can meet face to face and create content at the same time, because it's sometimes a pity that we have these beautiful presentations of experts in the field, and then after the event it's gone, right?
Correct.
So now we have an opportunity to record that and then to make it available for our community. People are not able to travel to Guangzhou and listen to these experts. Right? So that's one of the things that we're exploring to doing this now.
Yeah, I guess it's a good balance of, because of course live presentations and events are still more exciting to attend to. You get dressed and ready for it. The people are in a conference. It's a very professional environment, but at least at the other side of it, you can also stream it at home at your own comfort. Like what you said, people who can't be here.
Yeah.
So
Now, a question that I love asking everybody is, what drives you out of bed in the morning? What's the
Deadlines.
passion that that's funny. Ali said the same thing.
Deadlines, like, no.
Deadlines is it? But
no, not really.
that's not really a passion.
No, tennis is. So tennis is one of my passions. I love playing and watching it.
All
so,
right.
yeah, Roland Garros is happening.
So I think the ladies' final just got played already?
Yeah, there's
Right.
a champ already for the ladies.
Right, and now we're
today
getting-
it's Novak Djokovic and
Mr. Ruud.
Casper Ruud. Yeah.
Yes.
So,
All right.
You know your
I
tennis.
used to play tennis also, competition even.
Oh, wow.
But that was when I was like 18 years old.
Okay. It's a beautiful sport.
I love it. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
nice. I don't play it enough anymore. No, that's good to know. If you would have a magic wand, is there anything that you would love to change in the things? You know, the lighting industry is moving. Things that maybe bother you or frustrate you, or things that you would love to see happening.
Wow. I think if I had a magic wand, I would. Well, budget is one, because in the Philippines we really have to design smartly, because the budget that's given to us is quite limited. We really have to stretch our creativity. So it would be great for once to have some sort of good budget to play with, and to really realize the concepts that we propose for. And maybe another thing is the mindset and educating people about what good lighting, light for health and well-being can bring, the value it can bring, because people are so concerned what Dr. Shelley said about the cost, right? But I think if we educate them and they learn, they'll see the big picture.
The thing is more difficult to design something simple than to design something sophisticated in a way, because if budget is not an issue, you just go ahead and design.
Yeah.
But if you have such a limited budget, you have to be in fact more creative, and I find sometimes there's more sweat in trying to get something simple off the ground than something more complicated. Yes.
Get in there, right? Yeah.
Final question
Absolutely.
to you, Jinkie. The future, the way we look at it at the moment, is seeing smart lighting systems coming our way. We see the artificial intelligence becoming more prominent.
Yeah.
Now even ChatGPT.
Oh yeah.
How do you see that impact on your business, maybe even your daily life?
ChatGPT, yeah, I tried it. I
Yes?
tried it a couple of days ago because I caught my daughter using it for her
Right.
research work, and I said, "What are you doing?" She said,
Yeah.
"I'm just getting ideas. I'm not
Yeah.
really copying it. I'm just getting the thought behind it." But you know, it's good. Technology is there. But lighting-wise, we have this talk about light for health and well-being. But I think it's really subjective. Each person has a different need for what's healthy for them.
Yes.
What kind of sleep they need, what kind of light they prefer. So I don't know how it will happen in the future, but if you can really go down to personalizing the light in accordance to what really each individual needs. Because we have these universal scientific parameters of light for
A bit with machine learning that they,
right? But if it's really going down to what each person really requires, and I'd like to see how that is.
The danger is that potentially people don't think anymore, right? Because there's somebody, but it's only thinking backwards. It's not really thinking forward.
Yeah, well, or we go back old school again, right?
Yeah. We'll see what the future brings.
Yes.
Jinkie, thank you so much
Thanks,
for this
Martin.
interview, and thanks for your contribution to this program. Thank you very much.
Pleasure, and it's a privilege to be here. Thank you.
Thank you very much.